I'm back. I know you guys miss me. Tonight is a lazy, let's just chat and talk night. I don't have any heavy topics for y'all, but only just two things I wanted to bring up. What's it called? One, the UN wanted to relocate, I think, 25% of its staff members from its New York headquarters, which is a pretty big headquarters, and also other UN staff members from around the world, if I'm correct. They want to move all of them to Kenya. And Jimmy's not for it for many different reasons. Now, this is a very, very new channel. How soon do I really want to speak my mind? How soon do I want my channel taken down? Let me not go there. But I have many reasons why I wouldn't want the UN to be relocating to Kenya. And then, what was the other ting ting ting? The other thing I wanted to talk about was the U.S. crypto bills getting passed. And the reason these are important is because the whole point of me starting these videos, the whole point of me even, you guys even knowing that I exist, is because I'm trying to move back to Kenya. And I'm like, let's start this vlog. Let's start a YouTube channel. Let's do this. I've always wanted to do a YouTube channel. And then this whole move relies on my investments, which are primarily crypto. So I need crypto to do good. I need it to do well. Let's jump right into the topics. Like I said, we're just chatting. These aren't even heavy topics. But I'm just going to explain to you guys the gist of the UN thing. So, in Jimmy's layman's terms, you have a few thousand UN members over there, right over on that other island called Manhattan. Um, Something to do with, uh, I think Trump's funding cuts or something means that a lot of them aren't needed onshore. I don't know. Don't quote me. Matter of fact, we have a computer right here. Why am I even talking? Why am I even talking? All right. In February 2025, the UN confirmed plans to establish three new global headquarters in Nairobi by the end of 2026 for UNICEF, that's Children's Fund, UNFPA, Population Fund, and then UN Women, Gender Equality and Empowerment. These would join existing UN EP, whatever, a lot of different things. UN plans to invest $340 million in on infrastructure upgrades, including 9,000 seat assembly hall and 30 new conference rooms by late 2026. The scale of relocation could bring 800 new global UN staff to Nairobi, with ripple effects creating thousands of indirect jobs locally. That's how they try to sell it to you. Whether that number is 800 or even 1,000, I'm like, the UN does not have a good track record around the world. The sneaky crap that they've done. This is the end of my YouTube channel. It was good while it lasted, but let's get right into it. The UN has been caught doing a lot of shady, shady crap around the world, especially in Africa. Involved in a lot of shady stuff. So, to me, that looks like just another longer branch, another longer arm of the U.S. government meddling in Kenya. Now, quote unquote from them, it's to be closer to areas that they most serve, the places that they. Don't get me wrong, the UN, it's not like they haven't done anything that helped anyone. They've provided food, they've stopped different things, but they are at the center of a lot of crap. So you have a big movement in Africa right now going on where the Burkina Faso side and Mali and Niger, is it Niger? I think it was Niger. Those 3 or 4 countries are getting rid of the West. They're kicking out the French, their UN staff members, and all that stuff. And then here you have Kenya being like, "Come in," and I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." I personally don't. I don't even know what you would call it. Is it isolationist or absolutist? I don't like other countries meddling in whatever country I'm in's business. If I'm living in the U.S., I don't want any other country to meddle in our business. If I'm living in Kenya, I wouldn't want the same thing either. So, yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys let me know in the comments. Like, They try to sell you with this investment thing, $340 million. That's nothing. That's not gonna make a big dent in anything. Um, it's probably gonna just serve UN members. It's gonna be infrastructure around their campuses. Now, don't get me wrong. There's already UN stuff in Kenya, but yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot I could say. But I actually like having a YouTube channel. I think that's like surface level. Cause listen, it's known worldwide. They are not the cleanest of an organization, based off things that they've done. Um, Broader impact and local insights. Nairobi currently hosts 86 UN offices, like I said, including 73 within the Giri Giri. That's my Kenyan accent. Is it Giri Giri? I can't even roll my tongue. For you Kenyans who know how we say certain words in R's and L's, I struggle. Gilly gilly, gilly gilly. That's how I'm gonna say gilly gilly. So they have 73 within the gilly gilly complex, with growth from in 1970 they had just 300 staff members. Today there's 6,500 people directly, I guess, employed by the UN living in Kenya, Nairobi, that staff those 76 offices or whatever, and then 11,000 dependents today. On Reddit, which is not reliable, some users estimate up to 20,000 UN staff and dependents globally are anticipated to relocate to Kenya. Though this figure includes broader relocations beyond just agency headquarters, these relocations are expected to raise housing costs. That's what I'm talking about. You bring even 1,000. Let's talk about just the given factual numbers of 800 UN members, I think, from New York. Let's assume even if they earn, I have a calculator on here, don't I? Calculator. So, I think the current Kenyan shilling to USD rate. Let's see it. KSH to USD. No, let's do USD to KSH. Yeah, USD to KSH. So let's assume minimum wage here. Let's say they're earning. I'm gonna give it even something low, $40,000, which is not a lot to survive in New York City. It's probably like base entering 40,000. 40,000 USD is about. These are a lot of numbers. 5,180,000 shillings. And you're telling me that they want to bring 800 of these people? What's five times? What's 800 times five? 8 times 5 is 40. So 4,000? So 40 million Kenyan shillings? I don't know. Four, I think it would be 40 million. No. That's 5 5 million is base if they're earning like 40,000. I don't even want to do those numbers. Just do that times 1,000. It's 5 billion Kenyan shillings that they would be bringing. That's about 50 million US dollars, I think. If I'm correct. Maybe. Either way, that's a lot of freaking money. And that's not going to come in and just stay in one little area. No, these people are going to be spending money. And think about even if a percentage of them want to now stay in Kenya and actually buy property, not live in UN provided housing, because I don't even know if the UN would provide housing for them. And even if the UN did provide housing, they're buying that land from the local Kenyans, which raises everything. So I'm like, that's going to put a big stump in your average local Kenyan being able to afford local things. It's already hard for them, let alone 800 staff members coming. All right, we're going to stop there. Because if I keep talking, we're going to get our YouTube channel taken down this early. I don't even think I'm a month in. Or maybe I am. Am I? I don't know. We'll see. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the U.S. crypto bill passing. I'm going to just summarize this. There's the Genius Act, Clarity Act, and anti CBDC Act. Is that an act? Surveillance State Act. Anti CBDC Surveillance State Act. So, just to summarize these, the Genius Act was signed on July 18th, that's today. And then it regulates stablecoins, reserves, audits, and legal clarity. I explained stablecoins is just like a digital dollar. And then the Clarity Act, a House passed and it's awaiting the Senate. And then it clarifies securities versus commodities for tokens. That's good because XRP, man, I had a I had a good position in it early on in its days. And then I don't know if it was 2021 or 2020 when the what's it called, the FCC took them to court and all that. I was just like, yo, can y'all get y'all stuff together? Can y'all let us know what we're buying? Like, I just want to buy and make my money. I don't need y'all going to court and yeah, messing up my bags. Don't do that. All right. And then the last one was the anti CBDC. That's Central Bank Digital Currency Act. That one passed in the House. And then that one bars Fed issued retail CBDC. It bars Fed issued central bank digital currencies. Something like that. All this matters because it gives us clarity. Stablecoins now have a legal and regulatory foundation. I'm not even going to go into the weeds of it. I just wanted you guys to understand that there's three acts. They give clarity to different parts of the crypto ecosystem and all that. And as all this is happening, I think Trump also signed something crazy that allows the what does it allow? It allows retirement funds to be able to now buy ETFs, if I'm correct, electronically traded funds. So it basically allows the retirement funds directly to buy either crypto or buy a stock that's backed by crypto, something along those lines. And then that's going to open up like $9 trillion. So if all goes well and things start taking off, I need to get out of America. I need to get out of here and get back to Kenya ASAP. But there's so much I gotta do. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is your typical lazy 10:51 p.m. night for me. I'll just be on the laptop just surfing different things. And then I got a whole nother day tomorrow. I got so much to do. I went shopping today, grocery shopping with my bike, and then my front tire was like low on air, so it was so hard to ride. But luckily, I didn't have to like do all my grocery shopping there. I used to ride like a mile with a gallon of milk on my back. I would have meat in this handlebar, and then I'd have like all my toiletries and supplies on this one. And I'll just be going down the street. Like people probably think that I'm like delivering Uber Eats. I should do Uber Eats. Then people make money. I've asked like those e-scooter and those e-bike people, like 8 different ones, how much they make, and then they all told me like in a day, maybe 5 to 8 hours, 10 hours, they can make like 200, and I'm like, that I think that adds up to like maybe 50,000 a year, something like that. A decent wage for an e-bike where they don't have to follow traffic laws like all the other things on the road. You have scooters, you have mopeds, you have motorbikes, you have cars, obviously. And then these e-bikes be like, meow, 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 meow. Here's your food, Jimmy, from a ghost kitchen. All right, let me not talk y'all heads off. I don't know. Yeah, that's the end of this video. The UN relocating people, I'm not really for it. I don't know what you guys think about it. I would like Kenya to stay Kenya with Kenyans not relocate. I think the official numbers were like 800, but then you see that there's all these other estimates because it's not going to just be UN people from New York. It could be people from other UN headquarters around the world. And I'm like, no, don't do none of that. You guys let me know. And then our crypto bills passed, so that means crypto's going to be able to move. but a bunch of stuff can come in the way, and we never know what's gonna happen. I love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.